One question I've been asked a few times is how many people died during the 4th Great Ninja War. Obviously, we know Neji Hyuga died during the war, which is the most notable death in the war, at least on the side of the Ninja Alliance anyway. With that being said, I can understand why people have wondered how many people died during this war. If you read the manga when it was released weekly, the Ninja War took a little more than 3 years to complete, so it's only natural to wonder how many people died. In today's video, I'm going to not only give you the official death toll for the 4th Great Ninja War, but also explain why that number is indeed significant. The Naruto War officially began on chapter 515, which is ironically titled The War Begins, and concluded on chapter 690, where Team 7 sealed away Kaguya. Taking into considerations that the breaks that the manga took, the 175 chapters that made up the 4th Great Ninja War took a little over 3.5 years to complete. For that reason, that many of the deaths that occurred in the war can be forgotten, either due to the awesome fights that occurred, like Naruto versus the 3rd Raikage, or the fact that the Jubi slaughtered a bunch of fodder ninja who we don't have names for. Until recently, we didn't have the official number for the number of lives who were lost, but the Naruto epilogue novel Shikamaru's Story, A Cloud Drifting in the Silent Dark, gave us the number for how many people died. The scene I'm going to read to you all comes just after Shikamaru and Kakashi read Sai's heartbreaking letter giving his report on the state of affairs in the Land of Silence. It's just after the reading of Sai's letter is completed that Shikamaru begins thinking on how many ninja began to go missing after the 4th Great Ninja War, possibly fleeing to the Land of Silence, which brings us to the scene where the official death toll for the war is given. So what I'll do for you guys now is read the passage and then come back to you all with an analysis, and it's here that I'm going to begin quoting. Everything went back to the events of 2 years earlier. Many had died during the 4th Great Ninja War, brought about by Madara Uchiha and Obito Uchiha. The shinobi of the 5 great nations, faced with a powerful enemy, joined together to stand against them. In the end, they managed to defeat Kaguya, the one controlling Madara from the shadows, and the end of the war. A time of peace came, and the nation started dealing with the aftermath of the intense struggle, which was identifying the numerous who were dead and the missing, which became a very pressing matter. The battle had been fierce enough to alter portions of the terrain of the continent, so those who left behind corpses were seen as being lucky. Given this, many more were identified as missing than dead in the villages. Somewhere around 10,000 people died, sacrifices in the Great War, a war that threatened to destroy the 5 great nations, but also the very world itself. Some said that they were lucky to have made it with only losing thousands. End quote. So the official number is just under 10,000 people were killed during the war. However, I want you all to think about something. Obito's Zetsu army was stated in the manga to be 100,000 strong, which was approximately 20,000 more than the 80,000 shinobi ninja that the Ninja Alliance had. To think that only 10,000 people died isn't that unreasonable. However, it's important to note that this isn't just a number that includes the ninja who fought during the war. In the manga, we see the Jubi fire off several Biju bombs that destroyed several villages and mountainous areas. In the quote that I read, it was stated that the continent itself was restructured physically as a result of the war. We know from the Naruto manga that countries were evacuated so innocent civilians wouldn't be caught up in the 4th Great Ninja War, but we also know from the Sakura epilogue novel that even though evacuations happened, that there were innocent civilians caught in the middle of the war. Obviously, the Biju bombs that were fired by the Jubi likely ramped up the death total, but it's still haunting to think about. So what did you guys think? Were you expecting the death toll to be higher, or were you expecting it to be about where it is? Thanks so much for watching to the end of the video, guys. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Have an awesome day.